Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Throwdown. As always, Kaleb Blaque, Luke the Big Dawg Williams. This is This Week in Wrestling Part 2. We covered Raw. We covered SmackDown.
Yeah.
We didn't talk NXT, but we'll get around to that. This is the other half of This Week in Wrestling. We're going to talk some AEW and some IMPACT.
Yeah, IMPACT. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, man? All right, so let's talk AEW. What did we like this week? I know, without a doubt, Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin.
Anytime
stellar.
you put those two boys on the marquee, they're going to sell.
The thing with AEW that I like is that they while their overall product doesn't necessarily fit what I personally enjoy as a wrestling fan, they always protect Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
He's involved in good stories.
Yes.
He's involved in compelling angles. He has good matches with anybody. And
Well, I mean, the same could be said for Darby Allin.
yeah, and Darby Allin's there. Honestly, he is their guy that you can build for the next 3 or 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
And become your top guy.
Easily.
You know, without any arguments from anybody.
He's got the it factor, man.
Yeah, definite. Cody and Darby get a thumbs up out of this guy.
Yeah, thumbs down would be, for my opinion, is the predictability.
Oh, yeah.
The tournament.
The tournament.
I think I understand what the tournament is. It was a tournament to build, which we'll get into the second half of that, was to build a feud or an angle with
between Lance Archer and
Cody Rhodes. However, it would have been nice to get a swerve.
Yeah. Well, it's like you've said this before, tournaments shouldn't be used to just build one feud.
No.
Especially for that feud, it
wasn't needed.
I would have liked Lance Archer to tear through a few more guys to get to Cody.
They don't need the title in the feud.
No,
it's
they
not
don't.
needed.
And if they had it, because going back, Jake Roberts talks about coming to take Cody's slice of the pie. Wouldn't it have made more sense for Archer to not be in the tournament? Cody wins that belt. Have Archer tear through a couple of guys, and then have Archer come and take the title. If that's the story that they want to tell, and that's the promo that Jake is giving, that's what they should have done.
I think they could have got more out of Darby Allin versus Dustin Rhodes.
Agreed.
You could have had the old outlaw and the young up-and-coming guy.
You could have gotten a televised, an empty arena Cody Rhodes versus Dustin Rhodes 2 for the title, which could have been just as good as the first one.
But again, that's another one of the matches that doesn't need the title.
No, it doesn't.
So, I mean,
but I'm just saying, for the ending of that tournament, what a better way to end that tournament than it would have been Cody and Dustin.
And then you could have had Lance Archer come out and do the screw job.
Exactly.
Finish.
He could have come out and injured both of them.
You would have put the title on Dustin. Dustin could have wrestled the younger talent.
Yep.
He could have put over guys, and eventually, I think, would have probably dropped the title to either Darby Allin or Sammy Guevara.
Or vice versa. Cody takes the belt. He's celebrating in the ring with his brother. They have this match. Archer hits the ring, beats them both down.
Right.
I mean, because what better way you would think that if he's gonna injure Cody, a great way to do that is also injuring Dustin.
Right. So yes, as far as predictability for the tournament, thumb down.
Gotta give it a thumbs down. I thought they could have got more out of it. I really do.
I really missed the boat.
What do we think about Orange Cassidy working on TV?
I love it.
Coming out of his show.
I love Orange Cassidy. I think finally he's starting to show that he's more than just a gimmick.
Yeah.
Like that the man can actually work.
He can definitely wrestle. I mean, that's no questions asked there.
I mean, but that goes along with the long tradition of comedy acts. I mean, Santino Marella could out-wrestle anybody in the back.
Yeah.
But he enjoyed being the goof. It sells merchandise, man.
Yep.
He's put money, asses in seats, money in pockets.
MJF recovering from a deadly hangnail.
I feel for the man. I feel for him. I get them all the time.
I think MJF is just printed money. As he walks around, it just falls out of his pockets.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, ooh, watch your step.
That's mine. Yeah. He's just, and for being so young, he gets it early. He's great.
So Orange Cassidy and
MJF, get a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Okay. Marco's stunt.
Oop.
He's the very tiny person that Lance Archer beat up last week, and he was featured in the match this week.
That guy's not a job guy. He's not enhancement talent?
No, he's part of the team with Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
So you just weigh them boys down, not by much.
Okay, here's my theory. It is not his size that I think should disbar him from being in wrestling because it's not about his size.
I think it's all about him.
I don't think he should be wrestling guys as big as he is without a build-up. Have him wrestle guys like Jack Perry. Have him wrestle some of the flyer guys.
Correct.
Have him wrestle some of the... You know what I mean?
If you're going to have him wrestle somebody like that, at least let him win once in a while.
Exactly. Why would you... One, you don't make Lance Archer look any stronger by feeding a guy like Marco Stunt to him. Because Marco's going to bump. I mean, obviously, he doesn't have a choice.
That's like Lodi coming out every week challenging Goldberg.
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
It doesn't make him look good. If you could... Marco Stunt's relatable with the younger fans. He and Jack Perry are the young internet sensation wrestlers.
Never let that man cut a promo though. Man, it's awful.
So, but why are you not having him wrestle some of the high flyers as an enhancement guy for a little while, and then get a big upset win somewhere?
Because I think they're going to plan that for Perry.
You know, Perry's their next megastar.
He is in my opinion, right now underutilized. Yeah. His match with Jericho about a couple months back, I think, fantastic.
Yeah, and Luchasaurus,
his dad playing Lane Frost, so I mean.
Yeah. Luchasaurus, I like and I don't like. It depends on what he's doing.
Correct.
I don't like the big swinging kicks, but I like the choke slams and the big boots.
Yeah.
I don't mind the moonsault.
Did you know he lost his tail, right?
He lost his tail. That's a shame.
Hasn't found it yet.
What a shame. So overall, AEW right now, thumbs up on Jungle Boy, thumbs up on Luchasaurus, thumbs down on Marco Stunt. Hopefully, once we start seeing some fans back in the ring, or back in the arena, AEW is going to keep producing. I mean, so far it's a great alternative wrestling program. I'm not going to take that away from them.
To keep the theme going, we don't want to spend too much more time on AEW, but Dustin Rhodes and Lance Archer.
Thumbs down.
Horrible.
Down.
Horrible.
Again, could have got more out of it. Could have made more money out of it if you'd have waited to pull the trigger on Archer.
Yeah.
Because
should have been a lot more than what it was.
He could have come out and brutalized Dustin after he lost the match to Cody, or after he won the match, and it would have meant more than Dustin getting his ass kicked in that match.
Could have been used a lot more further along the agenda.
But we'll see what happens next week. Now, we're going to go to Impact. What a weird... So we're going to cover the last 2 weeks since Impact...
This is 2009?
Impact Rebellion. They do the Impact pay-per-view specials for their shows.
Right.
First night, really the only thing of note that happened was that Ken Shamrock beat Sami Callihan.
Yes.
In a good match.
Not a bad match.
Yeah. And then Callihan turns on OVE.
Yes. I think that they missed the boat. I don't think that Shamrock should have went over.
No.
Sami Callihan is by far one of the hottest acts in pro wrestling right now.
And especially the top act in Impact.
Yeah.
He's the
by
top heel.
leaps and
He's
bounds.
The top heel, yeah.
I think that was the wrong call. So as far as Shamrock over Callihan, it's got to be a thumbs down. Although thumbs up to Callihan for doing what he did.
As far as what happens on week 2, obviously the Impact World Champion.
Well, first off, let's put it like this: Tessa Blanchard was stripped of the title because she. How am I going to put this nicely? She wanted to stay home and not risk her family's life in this pandemic. So in order to do that, they took the title off of her.
Which is the wrong
mistake. And decided that they were just going to award it to, was it Elgin?
You know what? I don't remember.
Regardless, it's not important because of what happened afterwards.
Moose declaring himself TNA champion.
After beating who?
Who did he beat?
Who all from TNA did he beat in the past couple weeks?
You know, I don't really know.
Van Dam, I think.
Yeah, I don't.
This is something right to censor.
This is something we're gonna readdress next week. Either way, Moose declaring himself TNA champion, great heel heat.
Fantastic.
I really want him. I really think this is a good opportunity for them to call Monty Brown and give us the Monty Brown Moose match.
Please.
And then Monty Brown wins that belt, and we can say officially he was TNA World Champion one time.
Agreed.
Willie Mack wins the X Division Championship.
Thumbs up.
Fucking love Willie Mack.
Me too.
I think he is so good. I think he's so underrated in Impact, and he's a likable wrestler, and he's so athletic. Overall Impact Rebellion, I'm going to give you a thumbs down.
Yeah.
Just
I'm sorry. There we go.
Yeah, just didn't do it for me. All right, guys, that's going to conclude This Week in Wrestling. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, comment what you liked about This Week in Wrestling. We'll read your comments out loud in our next week's video. If you don't want to comment, send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com when, like I said, we'll get around to answering. Stay tuned when we go to our next segment, Who'd He Ever Beat?